Hi, it's Matt Mitchell, founder of Midwest Medigap. In today's video, we're going to talk about what is the best Medicare supplement plan out there. There's a lot of different options, and this is a confusing topic for a lot of people. So if you've been getting our email series up to this point and you haven't really been paying attention to those, this is the one I want you to pay attention to. All right, this is the most important one that we're going to cover. Which supplement plan would be the best one for you to go with. So let's get right into it here. This chart, you'll see the different Medicare supplement plans, also called Medigap plans, that are issued by the government. And you can see here there's a lot of choices. And that's what, I don't know why they make this so confusing for everybody, but there's too many options. It's kind of like, I've been shopping for a mattress. I go in the mattress store, and I don't know if you've ever been shopping for a mattress before, but you walk in, there's 50 different mattresses, and then you lay on them all, and you walk out of there more confused than you walked in on what to pick. So some people go to seminars in your local town or your local area, a seminar about Medicare, and the presenter, some do a good job, but if they don't, sometimes what happens is you walk out of that meeting a lot more confused than when you walked in. So hopefully what we'll do here is make this a little bit easier for you to understand and make it simple. Okay, we gotta simplify things. We don't need all these plans. Okay, there's only 3 plans that people purchase, and let's look at those here. So you got Plan F, Plan G, and Plan N. That's the 3 most popular plans out there, and you can see this chart will show you what's all covered under each one. So if you go down the listing under Plan F, well, Plan F is real simple. You see 100% on all the benefits there. That means you don't pay anything out of pocket. You go to the doctor or hospital, you give them your Medicare card and your Supplement Plan F coverage, and you walk in, you walk out. There's no out of pocket at all on your end. So sounds like a good deal, and it is a good deal. However, of course, the monthly premium that you are charged under Plan F is the most expensive as well, too, because of that. So if you're turning 65, you consult with some of your friends who maybe are already on Medicare. A lot of them probably have this Plan F coverage because Plan F has always, usually up to this point, been the most popular plan. And we're going to tell you here on this video on why we think Plan F is maybe not the best option for you. What we would recommend is maybe a different route. So let's take a look at this Plan G here. Okay, Plan G compared to Plan F, they're exactly the same. All right, you got Plan G, you go down the list here, 100% coverage except for one spot. That's not covered, and that's your Part B deductible. Well, what's your Part B deductible? You would pay an out-of-pocket of $183 for the entire year as your maximum out-of-pocket under Plan G. That's it. Nothing more. You pay the deductible $183. Once you reach that deductible, everything's covered for you the rest of the year. So Plan G, we're finding out, is becoming a lot more popular and the plan we sell the most now, because if you look at the monthly price difference on premiums between Plan F and Plan G, if Plan G's price is lower, or the difference between the two is greater than $183 in monthly premium cost, well, then Plan G is the one that's going to be the best deal for you. It's really that simple, because we know that's the only out-of-pocket there. Now there is one more plan that is worth looking at, and if we go back here and look at Plan N. Okay, so what's Plan N cover? Well, Plan N is very similar to Plan G. You still pay the deductible that's not covered, which is $183 still, but then Plan N does not cover excess charges for Part B, which the Medicare, what excess charge is, they can charge you 15% above and beyond what Medicare approves. So that's one thing to consider. The other thing is, too, you have a copay. If you go to the doctor, it says here you can have up to a $20 copay for a doctor visit or an office visit, and you can have a $50 copay for each visit to the emergency room. So there's this is the part that makes Plan N a little bit cloudy, because if you're healthy, never go to the doctor, hey, you're going to get a lot lower premium under Plan N. But if something happens and you end up having to go to the doctor 3 or 4 times a month, those copays can really add up. So N can be a good deal in certain situations, but it's just good to know that there's some out-of-pocket costs that are associated with Plan N that can add up that we can't really predict or always plan for. So again, with Plan N, it pays 100% of the Part B coinsurance except for a co-payment of up to $20 for some office visits and up to $50 co-payment for an emergency room visit that doesn't result in inpatient admission. So again, what are the Part B excess charges? That confuses a lot of people. An excess charge is 15% above and beyond what Medicare approves. So the way you figure this out is if you go in, does your doctor accept Medicare or Medicare assignment? So you ask them that. If your doctor accepts assignment, then there's no excess charge you have to worry about ever. Okay? If your doctor accepts Medicare assignment, then there's no excess charges. If your doctor does not accept Medicare assignment, you can be charged the excess. So for example, you look here, if you have a $400 doctor bill, you could be charged 15% of that for the excess charge, which 15% of $400 ends up being $60. So typically these excess charges we run into, or if you're ever to have one, it's nothing that should be too high, but it's good to know. It's good to know that that's something that, again, we can't always plan for or predict on what may or may not result in an excess charge. The good news is over 90% of doctors accept Medicare assignment, so the chances are you run into a doctor who does not accept assignment is very rare. And then also keep in mind there's 8 states here listed that do not have excess charges. So in those states, Plan N can be a very attractive option to look at. So let's go back to Plan F, and why should we possibly look at Plan F, or what are the notes on Plan F here? Well, you got 100% coverage. Okay, Plan F also has the highest premium cost, so you're going to pay a lot more for it, and it's changing in 2020. In 2020, Plan F is going away. Okay, so what I mean by that is anybody turning 65 is new to Medicare is not going to be able to get Plan F. The government is actually being smart about this and thinking that an insurance plan that covers 100% is maybe not a good thing for the insurance company or the consumer. Because what's happening is if someone gets the sniffles, well, then they tend to run into the doctor for that, and so Plan F is being overutilized, and what we see is the rate increases each year on Plan F tend to be higher because of that. So the government's stepping in, they're getting rid of Plan F. So if you can imagine, if you're on Plan F and there's no new people signing up for the plan after 2020, those rate increases, we could expect those to probably go up even more in the future. So when would you want to choose Plan F? Well, I don't recommend it, but if you don't mind paying a little higher premium for convenience, someone like that can consider it. But the other time you could consider is if you look at the pricing for Plan G, and the price for Plan G in your area is similar to Plan F, or it's less than $183 for the deductible, then Plan F can make sense. But pretty much in all cases, the price difference for Plan G is a lot lower, so that's why we usually recommend Plan G over Plan F. So what should we understand about Plan G again? Well, it covers 100% just like Plan F, except for the Part B deductible, the $183. And again, pricing on Plan G is usually a lot lower than Plan F in your area, so it's a lot better value plan to be on than Plan F. So when would you want to look at Plan G? Affordable premiums, full coverage with minimal out-of-pocket, easy to budget for, right? The deductibles, you're only out-of-pocket, so it's simple. And then we anticipate stable rates for the future where we don't see as big a rate increases on the Plan G like we are starting to see on Plan F. Again, back to Plan N, you pay the Part B deductible on Plan N, $183, just like Plan G. But in addition to that, you have the copays, up to $20 for the doctor, $50 for the ER, and of course the excess charges as well too that can come into play in some situations. So when would you want to maybe consider Plan N? A lower premium? Okay, if your budget, you need a lower premium. It is the lowest premium out of between the three plans. If you're healthy, if you never go to the doctor but maybe once a year, and all you do is pay a $20 copay for a doctor visit, Plan N could save you some money. It could be a better deal for you, but that's again where it gets cloudy. We can't always predict. You may be healthy right now, but next year something could happen and you end up having to go to the doctor a bunch, and then those copays add up. So just what personal preference, whatever you're comfortable with. Sometimes Plan N can be a better deal for you. So out of the three, what we recommend is the middle one. The Plan G is the best value option to go with. It's simple, right? You got 100% coverage except for the deductible, so you know how to budget for that. You got the deductible, $183 out of pocket. Once you're satisfied that, there's no more that you pay. So it's real simple and easy to predict on what the cost will be for Plan G. So that is the plan we recommend as the best value supplement to go with. So now that we know the best plan that's out there, now it's just a matter of finding you the company. Okay, so we got the coverage that we're looking at. Now we need to search and find you the company that's going to give you the best price for Plan G in your area. So a lot of people, and in some cases it works like this, but where these plans are all the same coverage, the only thing that separates them is the price that you pay. So a lot of people say, well, Matt, why wouldn't I just get the lowest price company for the plan I want? Well, that's a good question, and in some cases that does work. In some cases we want to just check in on a couple things here. Okay, price stability of the company. What's their history of rate increases that they have year to year? If there's a company that has the lowest price but they have higher rate increases each year, that may not be a good fit for you, because turn around next year you might be paying a higher price than what you are the first year. And then their financial ratings. How's the company rated? Are they a large, stable company? We only work with A-rated companies, some cases B-rated companies, but we try to stick to the major stable companies that have been around a long time. And then also one other thing to look at and consider is, how do the companies charge their premiums? There's three different ways they can do that. It's called attained age, issue age, and community rated. Most states that we work in, you're going to find that it's attained age rated. And what do we mean by that is each year you get older, the price is going to go up. Okay, so someone who's 65 years old might pay $100 a month for their premium, and then someone who's 70 years old is going to pay a higher price because of their age, right? So it goes up each year you get older. Issue age is based on the age when you would apply. So if you apply to age 65, that's the rate you pay for as long as you're on it. And then if you apply at age 70, that's the rate you'd pay as long as you're on it. But the rate can increase due to inflation, so keep that in mind. And then community rated, everyone pays the same rate for the same plan regardless of your age. We don't run into that too often. So that's basically it on the plans. So you got a good idea of what they cover and how they work. And then the next step is just figuring out what the rates are in the companies in your area. And so that's where we come into play, and that's how I make my living. And what we do here at Midwest Medigap is we search the market for you or shop around and find you the best deal. And we find you the plan and the company that's exactly right for you. And again, we work with all the top carriers in your state. And a lot of people ask us this, well, what do you charge for your services? It's completely free to you. So there's no charge or anything for us to help you with this. We love helping people with their Medicare options. A lot of times I get off the phone with someone and say, hey, you know, that was a really good conversation. I enjoyed talking to that person. And so we work with a lot of nice people all across the country. So the best advice I can give is just to pick up the phone and give us a call, and we can talk about your situation. A lot of this stuff, I love technology, but if we try to communicate back and forth by email, everyone's situation is different. So usually we can get your questions answered, just a simple phone call, and then we can send you the rates for your specific situation in your area, and then we can help you get enrolled and signed up on the plan. So the prices with the companies are all the same, whether you go direct to the insurance carrier or you go through us. So what I tell people is you might as well have someone who helps you throughout this process. And not only do we help you throughout the process, but we'll be here for you for the years to come with anything that changes or any issues that you end up having. Because we know with insurance, something always comes up, right? So we want to be here as a point of contact for you that you can call and get any issues or problems solved. And we'll be here to check in on this for you from year to year, and hopefully work with you for as long as you're on Medicare. So any questions you have about this, we'd be happy to help. Just simply call the phone number here on the screen, or you can go to our website, fill out a quote form, and we can send you rates that way as well too. But a lot of this, like I said, you just give us a call, and we'll get any questions you have answered right away. So I hope you found this information helpful. Again, if we can help, we love the opportunity to work with you, and we'll stay tuned to the next video, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care.